Morning folks, back out fishing again, heading to North Wales. I've set myself a challenge in 2024 to catch a bass on the fly. It's not going to be easy, in fact it's going to be pretty difficult I think. When I say bass, I mean sort of anything over £2 and upwards really. I don't class sort of anything about 4 or 5 inches, 6 inches as a proper bass. So £2 and upwards, that's the challenge for this year. I've got my normal, I haven't even got saltwater fly gear. I've got my normal reservoir fishing equipment, 9-foot 7-weight rod, floating line. I've got a sink tip line as well, just in case, and some bass flies, basically, bit of fluorocarbon. And we'll see. We're fishing the low tide in the estuary this morning. Probably fish it an hour down or half an hour down and then a couple of hours up. See how we get on. My mate Josh is driving.
Morning.
He's going to be cheating. I mean, fishing with a lure. So if he starts catching loads, I might bin the fly fishing off. No. I've only got my fly fishing stuff. I'm only going to be taking my fly fishing stuff every time I go bass fishing because that's my challenge in 2024. I'll catch you in a bit. Wish me luck. Sea's looking good. A bit overcast. Looks pretty flat though. It's not too bad for fly fishing. Hopefully we won't get too much rain. There's some big old black clouds up there, but we'll see how we get on. Looking good. Finally got here a little bit later than planned, only 20 minutes, so it's not quite at its lowest, so get some clobber on and yeah, go and have a look and a chuck. Yeah, it's going the right way though, isn't it? It's going the right way for helping me, not injuring me. Where you set up? Yeah. Some loads of that. Get the lure fishing. Huh? Get the lure fishing. Oh, were you already set up?
Yeah.
There you go. First look at the water. Some random guy. What's he doing? Fishing. Somebody doing something like that. Low water, obviously. I'm gonna walk right down the bottom now, I think.
don't know what that guy's doing. What's he shoveling out of there? I don't know. So we're going to fish. Obviously it's low water now, bang on low water. So I'm going to get down this bottom end by that tower. And there's a small channel runs up through there. Sort of fish that as the tide's coming in, and hopefully there'll be something, some fish coming up the tide. Maybe started off for this shrimp like lure. I don't know what the hell that is. So see how we get on. Josh with his lure set up. What have you got on? Toby. Got 18 gram Toby, green and silver. It's a sea trout favourite. Blue and silver, green and silver, good little sea trout flies. There's always a chance of us picking up a sea trout in here, to be fair, as well. It is early in the year, but there'll be a few starting to run the rivers now. And look along these sort of shingle beds at the edge of the estuary here. There's millions of mussel shells, some kind of clam, razorfish shells, razor clams, whatever you want to call them, crab shells, just littered with them all the way down here. It's really soft, some of it, isn't it? So the tide's pulling through here pretty quick, to be fair. I'm not going to go too far out to start with. I've really got no idea what I'm doing in a way. Like I say, got this sort of big shrimp fly on start with. I've got some bait fish flies as well, but I'll just wet this line and have a few chucks. Wind's getting up, which is always no great. Oh wow. Wind's right behind me though, so it might aid me a little bit. Water's pretty clean out here, it's not too bad. I'm not saying it's amazing. Right, I've also never used a stripping basket before either, so I've got to get used to that. Good, bad or indifferent, I've got to get used to it. Seems a bit weird to start with, but we'll see. Yeah, fire's looking good. It's hitting the water there. I don't know whether you can see that. It's nice and bright. Ah, okay. So I might have problems with the stripping basket. I think I loaded it wrong, to be fair. It might cause me a few problems to start with this. I loaded that from... I didn't put the first bit and then put the last bit in, so it's obviously got me in some kind of rovel. So I'll start off at the beginning. Seems a bit high. That's better. Like I say, all this stuff is my freshwater gear, so I'll be obviously rinsing it off when I get home, and I'll be looking at some point, I'll be looking to buy a proper saltwater setup. But for now, this will be doing. Well, it's alright. Right, let's have a proper cast if I can. Oh wow, a bit more line off. I don't know. I've only just had this this floating line, so I don't know what that head is. I don't know how long it is. Like 30 feet or something like that. I've got no idea. It's weird stripping the line into this basket, mind. I think what I'm going to do is try and cast out a bit further across the current, and then let it swing round in the current. I'm not going to drag too much in, just going to fish that last bit. Yeah, come on, man. Not quite, that'll do. Just let it sort of fish round on its own, if it will. Should do. There's enough. Looks like there's enough current here to drag it round, so maybe I cast further across towards that buoy and then let it swing in that bit better current. The wind's picking up now, so it might be a bit more of an issue. It's not bad by any stretch, but I don't see how I'd strip really fast into this basket here. Maybe I went a bit OTT with that. Take a bit back. Just let it swing round. I'll start making my way out a little bit further in a minute. Josh is just fishing with his Toby down there. Don't know whether you can see that on the video, but that fly came about 4 inches off the end of my head. It's because the wind's pushing it into me behind me. I might have to move in a bit. I'll go here for a bit and then I can always move down the other side of Josh down there, and the wind's slightly off my left shoulder a little bit more, so pushing the fly away from me, not into me on the back cast. Just wears out gouges in the sand all the time, doesn't it?
I mean, that must have moved 5-6 inches of sand.
Yeah.
Look at that, what it's unearthed there. It's a bed of leaves.
Yeah, it's what was in the bottom of one of the others probably before. Just moved in with the tide now. Tide's ripping and the wind's blowing out there, it's getting a bit difficult. So I moved into slightly more of a sheltered spot to have a go. Just for half an hour, 20 minutes. Sort of a back eddy here by the look of it, so a bit of casting in. Yeah, shifting the opposite way. Getting back up there towards them buoys. This fly will probably sink to a foot or so now round here, I'd have said. Not holding out much out, but it's been a good bit of a recce for next time. I think, like I say, it's early in the season now, so we've got plenty of time throughout the rest of the summer to get down here and start fishing it properly. Sun's come out now, it's really nice. Really nice, proper beach weather. Doesn't look like I'm going to be successful on this first bass fishing trip, but I'll be coming back until I've caught one on a fly. Whether it be here somewhere else, if anybody's got any hints or tips that I might have missed, or they can think of something that might help me out, then chuck us a message. I'm going to need all the help I can get, to be fair. There we go, folks. First instalment of the old fly fishing for bass. Obviously not caught anything this time, but I'll certainly be back.
that's my 2024 mission. So I'm going to be spending quite a bit of time down here by the look of it, trying to achieve it. So I've learned a bit today. Never really fly fished in the sea before, so we'll take it from that. Catch you on the next. Like, share, and subscribe. Laters.